Good afternoon. This is Joe Scarice, your mortgage lending specialist, host here at Work Your Money podcast, down here at the Northern Liberties WeWork in the North Philadelphia section of Philadelphia County, which is a lot of fun. Big Eagles game today, but I've been lucky enough to get some really great speakers to come out and talk about the wonderful services that they provide here in the Philadelphia market. We've done anything from construction to real estate to social media, and now it's all about food, which, I'm a thin guy myself, and and I'm always trying to get thinner. So we're going to talk about the most important thing is meat. Okay, and we have the catering and sales manager of Chima, which is on JFK Parkway in the heart of Philadelphia, not too far away from the museum area.
No, not far at all.
And I have known Angie Gruber as long as I've been down here. She is a sweet, professional individual. She knows how to handle herself well. We're also going to touch on a private solo entrepreneur business of hers, Milo Enterprises. She actually works with me on some of the things that I do in regards to social media, and she's been nothing short of fantastic. But we're going to talk food first, because food is a little more important in my world, especially when it comes to meat and things like that. And we're going to talk about Chima and what have what exciting things that are coming up at Chima, or what has been done in the past year, what can be provided for professional services and the service.
Sure. So Chima, if you have not been there in the last year, underwent a huge renovation last summer. So definitely come in and check out the new renovations. Some new management there as well. So working on, making things top notch and top service in the city of Philadelphia. We do have Restaurant Week coming up starting tomorrow. That runs from the 14th to the 26th. We're not participating on Saturdays, but Monday or Sunday through Friday. Restaurant Week prices, $35, 8 cuts of meat, plus all those amazing sides that you've had.
Yes.
Appetizers and sides, and plus 30 some plus salad bar as well. So there's something a little bit for everybody, even if you don't eat meat, like myself. But I have tried it all. It's all fabulous. So yeah, we have that coming up. Of course, Valentine's Day is right around the corner too. So all those people who need to romanticize for Valentine's Day, definitely get your reservations in sooner rather than later. We are giving away a gift card as well, a complimentary dinner card with reservations on Valentine's Day. That is good from April till April 3rd. I think April till June, I believe, is the date that card is good for, to come back in and have dinner with us again. So lots of good things going on, lots of good promotions.
The happy hour.
We do have a great happy hour as well. It's one of my personal favorites. All the food, of course, is amazing, but I personally love the bar bites. I'm more of a tapas girl, believe it or not. I like small bites and trying lots of different things. So we have a great bar menu. We do small bites for $5 a piece, 3 for $12.95. Everything from filet wrapped in bacon skewers to beef short rib sliders, along with my personal favorite, which is the chicken pineapple skewers with the side of mashed potatoes that I call cracked potatoes. Things are amazing. I can't get enough of those mashed potatoes.
Just slightly addictive, yes.
So addictive. So yeah, we have a lot of great things at the bar. We have some seafood samples as well. You can have half-off cocktails. We have our caipirinhas, which is such a hard word for me to say because I'm not Brazilian. But that is their signature drink, which is really great. It's very refreshing, muddled things. Muddled things, and lots of different flavors. Everything from passion fruit to your basic lime orange flavors as well.
Well, you know what blew me away when walking in was, one, the hostesses were wonderful. Valet was there. We were there the night where everything was just a giant ice sheet out on the streets.
Yes. And
everybody was extremely accommodating. I come into the bar. Some of the people that were sitting at bar were very nice. Bartenders were fantastic. I looked around and I see some wonderful catered rooms. So let's talk about some of the catering rooms you also offer, because the room off to the bar by itself is a great little place to have small events or happy hours. Yeah. And then the beautiful rooms in the back that were just recently renovated. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So if you're looking to do any kind of bar mix or a happy hour event or just a networking event itself, like Joe said, we do offer a great bar lounge in the back. It comfortably stands about 40 to 50 people. I do usually keep some of the tables back there, and we usually do some food back there for people as well. We have great appetizer and bar packages, and of course you can always do the bites in the bar as well. The nice thing too about our bar is it's centralized,
Mm-hmm.
so you can also overflow into the side and to the front of the bar. I know before I've actually worked with Shima as a sales and events manager, I had done events there through other marketing companies.
Mm-hmm.
And we set up a registration table in the front near the hostess where you come into the bar and then filtered everyone back to the back of the bar. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of options there. I have a couple of people doing events in the next month or so who are doing some radio spots, like up in the front. They're setting up interviews, having their guests in the back. Mm-hmm. And then we do have a semi-private area too off the main dining that comfortably sits about 40 to 45 people. Great for birthday parties, small company parties, dinners or whatever, anniversary gatherings, that type of thing. Not quite exclusive, but you're still kind of in your own area off the main dining, and it blocks some of the noise and clatter from the main dining too. So again, semi-private. And then we do have the 2 back rooms, which is our VIP rooms. They come with Apple TVs. There's 2 on each side, and plus a projector on the one side. One side sits about 80 comfortably. The other side sits about 60. I've had everything from huge networking, real estate happy hours and things like that, along to I had a wedding in there between Christmas and New Year. So it really runs the gamut of what you can do in that room. We do open for lunch if that is a something you're looking for. Mm-hmm. There is a minimum spend of $1,500 for lunch just because we don't normally open for lunch. So it has to make sense to have everyone come in and prepare meats and that salad bar.
It's nice to have that option.
Yeah. But we do have great lunch options as well. They range from $29 up to $45 for the full rodizio for lunchtime, plus the salad bar. So yeah, it's a really great option as well. The VIP room is a great option for, like I said, anything from a private happy hour event. I'm looking to do some live music events there in the end of February, starting the end of February. So yeah, a lot of great things and a lot of great options there. So if there's something you're looking for, give me a call.
I mean, you're minutes from the Rocky statue. You're minutes from the museum area. You're really minutes away from the 30th Street station. You could literally get up to 30th Street station, Uber, and be there probably in 5 minutes on a good day. The service, I have to say, the food was just phenomenal. We had 20 people out on a horrible evening, and the staff made us feel like it was the best night to be out there. And would you like to talk a little bit about the staff and really the background of the ownership, because they're really Brazilian. It's not like they're true blue Brazilian people.
Yep, they are. They talk Portuguese all the time.
Okay.
So yeah, straight Brazilians. The owners are Brazilians. A lot of the management director staff are Brazilian as well. So you definitely are dived into the culture. A lot of our gaúchos too are also Brazilian. Some of our servers are Brazilian. So you definitely get that authenticity of that Brazilian experience when you come there, which is actually one of their tagline is sharing a one-of-a-kind of experience. So they really go above and beyond, and they're fantastic at making sure that your needs are met and that you want to come back again and you feel welcome. They really do strive for that, and it makes it a lot easier to sell when you have a great staff backing you up and a great staff and management team providing everything for your customers' needs.
Yeah, and I purposely didn't tell anybody I knew you and just handed in the cards. So I kind of kept it that way just to see, how the service was, how everybody treated everybody, one another. And you could see there's definitely good synergy there. So good to know about some good food and I hate to say, great meat sweats. So that's one note. And then we're going to talk a little bit about your solo entrepreneur business, Milo Enterprises, which I love the name. If I was going to change my name from Joe, I think I might change it to Milo. So I think kind of a very cool. I kind of look like a Milo. Would I look like a Milo?
You want to be DeMilo now?
DeMilo? I thought it was DeMilo. I'm saying Milo. I'm sorry,
okay.
DeMilo.
It's okay.
I apologize. Let's talk a little bit about that because one, we're working together, and that might actually grow, obviously.
Yeah.
We're in talks with some bigger organizations, but, what are some of the services that you extend through that company?
Sure. So DeMilo Enterprises actually came about because I have found myself over the years, I'm a little bit older than I look, so I've had a lot of experience with different and various companies and industries, and I found myself more often than not working for companies that I was helping build. They may not have been a startup company, but they were rebranding themselves. They were branching out. I remember working for one guy. I started literally working in his house, which thinking back, I'm like, God, I don't really know that person. But we started out working in his house, and I literally picked out an office for him and put all the furniture in it, and we grew to a multi, person company. There was 5 people by the time I had moved back here to the state, back to Pennsylvania. I was in a different state at that time. But so I just found myself constantly working for companies and helping them grow themselves, and found that I really had a really good niche for it. I'm very organized. I have a lot of ideas, obviously, as a marketing person, creative person. So I grew my business into doing just that. I focus on helping people grow, build, rebrand if they need to, help them push their social media, their events, things like that. Even stepping into event planning as well. I love doing that. Just being creative and just really helping other people. I just want everyone to, I'm really big on seeing people see their full potential and really live their full life and their full potential. So that's part of the reason, and one of the really big reasons that my company really came to birth, and I really am passionate about what I do and giving back and stuff like that. So yeah.
And that ties into a testimonial that I have for Angie. Last year, I was dedicating probably an hour or maybe 2 hours a day at different times, or whenever my wife was working, I would get free time to, plug away at hours of work. And I was taking away from the luxury of having some rest and having a clear mindset on my focus, which is lending, mortgages. And I coordinate a lot of events, collaborate with a lot of people on events. And Angie and I start talking, and she has done all my social media placement for my events that I'm involved with, whether it's through Diversified Investors Group, Habco, or independent events like I'm having Hard Money Philadelphia coming up on Wednesday night. We have a weekly breakfast, and it has been such a relief for me mentally to streamline that process, where people are like, how are you doing it? How are you scheduled out to May or June? And I'm like, don't worry about how I'm getting done. You worry about you streamlining your business. There must be something you're seeing that you want to do yourself, and they just don't know Angie. So I'd like to give her a fantastic thank you.
Thank you.
And I think it's made a difference in the attendance of the events.
Mm-hmm.
She sees it, and I'm very excited. Like for this week alone, we have 50 people signed up for our Monday night event. I've never had more than 20 to 30 people up at the University City subgroup meeting. I have 50 people signed up and registered. I have over 80 people signed up for the day event with Kevin Gillen. And I have over 80 people signed up for the Hard Money event Wednesday night. And our breakfast, which is weekly, was the very first event I held ever here in Philadelphia on a weekly basis to meet people, is now 30% increase in attendance. And that is definitely not because of me. That's because I streamlined and trusted Angie in handling all of it. There was a little screaming that I had to deal with at me, which was rightly deserved, because it was like shooting a potato gun. But we are now, out to June almost? May or June?
Well, yeah, May time frame.
And I don't see us slowing down. And one of the organizations is so enamored of what's going on, they're probably going to be retaining her within the next 60 days to do their process, which is really nothing. We probably won't change anything. We'll just, adding that will just increase, glad to say, my branding, in a way, as a source here in the Philadelphia market. And Angie, I mean, I believe in less is more, and kind of leave it out there, because you don't want to take on anything. So, would you offer like a consultation, to talk to people how to work with them and see if it makes sense to streamline? It might not make sense to streamline over to you, but, different facets of marketing, which I know you've been involved. That's how I met you.
Right.
I met you helping somebody else in need of marketing, and you've helped them out too, where they're now having a very successful monthly event with a lot of professionals in the room. And I know you were there in the beginning, kind of giving it some structure. So are you seeing it just be in Philadelphia, or are you looking to kind of grow that out a little?
My website actually says everywhere. People keep telling me, you should put yourself. I'm like, why do I need to put myself in one pocket? This world is a great big place, and we have this wonderful thing now called technology. I could literally work from anywhere. I've done it. I went to Punta Cana last year for my birthday, and I was working unfortunately, during the week, but I was working from Punta Cana. So you can literally work anywhere. And look, I love Shima, but I'm all about working anywhere from any place. I can book an event pretty much anywhere I'm at.
I think they got a grasp of what kind of people you could connect with after I was there. I'm almost guaranteed.
Yes, no, they were very impressed. So yeah, no, I'm always open to a conversation. I might not be the right person, but there's a good chance I know the right person for you.
You're a connector.
Yeah, I'm super
being
well
a
connected.
connector is being the perfect networker.
Exactly.
Being a source. And guys, do not take her kindness as weakness. I have seen her size people up and cut their kneecaps out.
Stop.
Just with her smile, okay? So beware, but she knows how to handle herself very well, and it's a compliment because, from drinking from the North Jersey water in my childhood, I know what tough is, okay? So Angie is definitely one that could, one, win you over with her personality, but two, her smarts, and three, her determination. So how do we reach you? What's the best way to get in touch with you? One, for either Chima or some solo entrepreneur work.
Sure. So Chima, you can reach me. I just give my cell phone. It's probably the easiest way to reach me. It's 267-838-4704. Again, that is 267-838-4704. Or you can always come in for happy hour and ask for me. I'm usually there till about 6 or 7 o'clock at night. Definitely should come in and have some food. As far as my personal business, I am online at DeMiloEnterprises.com. That's DEMILO Enterprises with an S.com. And you can also reach me on social media as well. I have an Instagram with DeMilo Enterprises as well.
Great. Thank you very much. Again, this is Joe Scarice, your mortgage lending specialist here at Work Your Money Podcast, and we'll see you again soon. Have a great day.